Hey guys, this is Dr. Sandy with another exciting video for you and your family and friends. We are talking about Energy 101. What are things we can do naturally to boost energy? If you're watching for the first time, my name is Dr. Sandy. Having my own practice, this is the 24th year I've been in practice with my own office. Love what I do. I think chiropractic is amazing, still learning and still finding ways we can help people get even better results. If you've been watching for some time, welcome back. You're always appreciated, honored that you're still listening after all this time. And if anyone you're watching this, if you get value from this, please like, share, subscribe. Let's jump into it. So, why is energy such a big issue? And I think we are living in times where we're super busy, more stressed than ever. There's just a lot happening between being married, having your career, taking care of the kids. There's just a lot happening. And I think a lot of people, because there's so much demand on us, probably more than any time in history, a lot of people are feeling tired. And one thing I want to do as well, please, as you're watching these things, leave a comment there saying that, yes, if you feel like you are generally feeling tired, I'm not talking like, once in a blue moon, but if you're like, I generally feel tired, leave a comment that just says yes, so we know that, yeah, that's something you're feeling. But I'm going to tell you, a lot of people are feeling that way. And if you look in the public, you can even see there's a lot of popular energy drinks out there and all these, things we can buy. But I'm going to talk about things natural and also tell you that I know a quick fix for a lot of people would be caffeine. So whether that's tea, coffee, and like I said, energy drinks. So I'm going to give you my take on it. So I think caffeine is something that is very negative for the body. It shoots up the heart rate. The body goes into this stimulated mode. I'm not a big proponent of caffeine, to be honest. So I mentioned this before, I believe in another video, but since January 2024, I wasn't a big caffeine guy anyhow. I might do a couple of times a week, but since January, I believe 2024, I've pretty much been off caffeine. I think by once I mentioned I did have caffeine by accident, and I'm filming this video. It's almost the end of April, so feeling great. I just think caffeine is not the answer. I think it's a short-term burst, but I think it's hard on the system. The heart rate goes up. Not good for things like blood pressure, things like that. So in my opinion, I don't think caffeine's good. I can also tell you personally, when I've had too much caffeine, I've had that heart rate go up and things like that. So definitely doesn't suit me. But again, that's my opinion. Obviously, you can do what you want, but I don't think caffeine is the solution. I think it's a quick fix, but I want to go over things that go a little bit deeper than that. And again, why is energy even important? Energy it's everything. How you are going to be able to get your stuff done throughout the day. So if your career means a lot to you, you need to be energized. If your family means a lot to you, you got to get stuff done. Clean the house, organize things, go grocery shopping, do some cooking, clean, whatever that looks like. You need energy to be there for your kids. Maybe help them with their homework, whatever's going on. Feed the kids, whatever it looks like. So when it comes to your professional life, your personal life, just on any level, you need energy. And even beyond all that, if you just want to get up, go to the gym, if you want to, go shopping, whatever, there is not a time in the day you don't need energy. The only time you probably don't need energy is when you're sleeping, to move, to digest food, to think. We are energy seekers. We need energy. And what I'd like to propose is let's find natural, healthy ways that are powerful to have the highest energy possible. So what I'm actually going to start with is your neurological health. Having a healthy nerve system, having a brain and body communicating together is critical for energy. So your nerves actually go to all the major muscle groups. Every time I'm talking to you and I'm raising my hands and I'm moving my body, anyone who moves their body, that's a brain-body connection. That is happening through your nervous system. So you don't want muscles that are painful or contracted or not sitting the way they should. If that's happening and there's pressure on the nerves causing pain, discomfort, immobility, things are not moving the way they should, we want to bring ease to the body through chiropractic, through having a healthy nerve system, through healthy alignment, so you can move properly, you can move with ease. And as a bare minimum level, of course, you don't want to be painful. Anyone who's in chronic pain, that will drag down energy. And there's a whole spectrum, like obviously severe pain where you can't get out of your bed. I mean, they're not going to have energy, they're wiped out. But even, that chronic back pain, that chronic neck pain, that chronic headache, it's just hard to deliver. It's hard to perform at your best when you're always in pain, and that will drain your energy. And then related to that, when you can't move efficiently, when your hip is locked, when something's not moving right, it may not be even painful, but that is not optimal energy. When you think of someone with high energy, they're not stiff, they're not like, really like almost look like they're stuck. When you think of someone high energy, it's a very fluid motion. It's flowing. They're moving nicely. They're moving gracefully because the body's working properly. Being stuck or locked in a certain part of the spine or any part of the body, that takes energy away from the system. That's taking more effort. It's like a car that's not working properly. You want efficiency. So we want healthy nerves so you have healthy muscles so you can do what you want, move freely, move with power. You'll have more energy. If those nerves are overstimulated, causing muscles to contract and not move properly, that takes energy away. So obviously that's a negative. Why the spine also needs to be taken care of, why your neurological health needs to be in top performance as well. You have nerves also going to the organs into the body. And I made some notes on that as well. So let's go very, very basic as well. But like your lungs, I think we can agree if we have good lung capacity, if we are breathing properly, we will have more energy. Oxygen is life. That gives us energy. So when you look at the nerves that go to the lungs, they're actually known as the phrenic nerves, but they actually originate at C3, C4, C5. So I have my model with me. So if we actually look at the spine over here, so that's C1, C2, so C3, C4, and C5. These nerves in the neck, so when someone has neck pain or something, we just localize, and while I respect that person may have neck pain, that's affecting other systems. So C3, 4, 5, you have nerves from here going into your lungs. And if these have pressure on it, and you have pressure in your neck, that can affect lung capacity. Now, yes, there may be a severe case where someone has something like asthma, and of course, they may need a puffer or some kind of support system, or they just can't breathe properly. But here's my question. Let's say someone doesn't have asthma, but they're just getting occasional short of breath, or that system is just not as efficient. Whether they have a puffer or not, having this in alignment, having proper nerve flow to the lungs is only going to help the situation. And that's what I love about chiropractic too. We're not trying to compete with anything. Our main mission is to open up nerve power so those systems can work better. So in this case, if C3, C4, C5 is working efficiently and we have optimal nerve flow to the lungs, that person's lung capacity can be closer to 100%. Now, having said that, let's say someone's a smoker. Obviously, they're going to have more scar tissue and damage, but I would still say they could benefit with chiropractic because it's going to optimize it. Obviously, someone who doesn't smoke and gets chiropractic, they're going to get even better results, but it's all about optimization. It's all about optimizing the nerve system. Let's have the best neurological health, best brain-body connection so those organs can work the way they should. What else comes to energy, and I think we can all agree with this, is the heart. So we have something called the vagus nerve, which is the 10th cranial nerve. And that nerve, if you look at it, it's actually coming from the upper cervical area, C1, C2, C3. You actually have nerves in this upper area over here, which actually control the heart. So if we have proper nerve impulse to the heart, we have proper nerve impulse going to the lungs, nourishment, heart, lungs. Imagine that firepower, how much true energy you're going to have. And, I'm going to go into the other tips as well, but, you need to eat good and everything, and you need to do these things. But I believe that the internal engine, that internal system must be healthy. Because here's my counter argument. Let's say someone has great nutrition and they exercise, and we're going to talk about those things. And you need to do those things, by the way. Those are critical. I believe in a very holistic system. You need to do everything. But let's say for whatever reason they have compression on those nerves and they're eating good and they're exercising, but because the nerve impulse is not at its full capacity, they're breathing at, 60, 70%. Their heart is working at 60, 70%. Wouldn't it be incredible, even 10, 15, 20%, if we could take pressure off those nerves and the lungs they just breathe with ease. The heart is just more balanced in its rhythm, the way it's firing. I think it's very powerful. So it starts with a healthy nerve system. Healthy neurology is about healthy muscles, healthy movement, and healthy organs. That's why chiropractic is so powerful. So we need to get adjusted. And also as a second, I mean, those are the major organs. You have nerves that control your digestion, how you're breaking down the good food that you're hopefully eating, elimination. Someone who doesn't have good digestion, someone who has maybe issues with bloating, gas, constipation, and they can't eliminate things, this will also drain your energy. You will feel tired. So it starts with internally having a healthy system neurologically, like your electrical system of the body, and then we're going to add things on top of that. And now I think I'm just going to stop here for a second, just stress this point as well. What I also love about chiropractic is that the whole philosophy in chiropractic is start with looking at the body as a self-healing system. And if we can remove blockages, if we can remove misalignments of those areas which are blocked, which we also call subluxations, removing that nerve pressure, looking for neural efficiency. I like that word, neural efficiency, where the nerves can do their job freely, you will get better results and the body can go into. Do you ever think about, like, look at how awesome it is? And of course, in extreme trauma, we need emergency medicine, the surgeries, injection. And I get it. That's like those extreme cases, like someone gets a fracture or something like that. I get it. A heart attack, it's life-saving. I get it. But just think on a day-to-day basis, what your body has to deal with, how it's running all these systems, you're breathing, it's taking it in and processing that, and you're eating and digesting the food and eliminating the food and the movement, and you're like, it's amazing. It is an engineering marvel when I look at the human body. I can't believe how amazing it is. And it's going to move towards balance or homeostasis. It wants to be regulated. It wants to run efficiently. It's always looking for opportunities to work at a high level to be efficient. And that's what chiropractic starts with. It's saying, if we look at the human body, it's designed to be healthy. It's designed to be strong. Let's find the areas that are blocked. Let's open up those nerve channels so the body can actually work at a high efficiency, so you can enjoy life, so you can have a good quality of life. And yes, muscles is part of the story, but we need high efficiency organ systems, and there should be a coordination. It's not just about a healthy heart and lungs. The whole system is being coordinated with the nerves, and the nerves are just that communication highway between brain and body. So we want to have high efficiency there. So having said that, the next thing obviously we need to honor is sleep. And I'm smiling as I share this with you because I'm getting better at this, but I know for myself, dedicating more time to sleep is always a good thing. So the more you rest, the more energy you're going to have. We live again in busy times. There's always something to read. We have electricity, obviously. There's always something on the internet and that kind of stuff. But if we can make time to sleep, obviously, the body will do better. And when we sleep, it's so critical. That's when the body repairs itself. It goes into repair mode. Some people think like, is sleep really important? That's when the body repairs itself. It goes into this healing mode. So if your body can repair itself from everything that's happened throughout your day, you're going to have more energy. But if you're holding all this stuff, if it didn't clean and organize things in the body, obviously it's going to affect how you feel. So sleep is obviously critical as well. Nutrition, man, if you go on the internet, if you look at books, everyone has an opinion on nutrition. And here's what I'm going to say. Here's my opinion. I think it's a very individual topic. It's an individual journey. See what works for you. I think what we can generally agree with, though, is try to eat foods that are less processed, from Mother Nature, natural sources, food that is good for you, food that's in its true form. Good. I think what we need to do, here's my take on it: high quality and high quantity. High quality and high quantity. So what I believe in is try to eat high quality, small portions throughout the day. That's what works for me too. And also, the protein debate. Some people are vegetarian, non-vegetarian. See what works for you. And I've talked about this before. Just like when you do a workout, a good workout for you when you're done should make you feel refreshed, energized, and you're looking forward to the next workout. When you do a workout that's just too hard on the body, you know it, the body doesn't feel right. It takes days to recover. That's too much. And the same thing with your diet. You know, you can have your friends who are eating a certain way. You try to copy that and you're just like, you know, for some reason when I do this, I just don't feel at my best. You know, see what works for you. But I think we can generally agree high quality, eating small meals throughout the day. I would recommend that. I know a lot of people who do fasting. There's a lot of different opinions on fasting. See what works for you, but I think we can agree on high quality nutrition should be number one. I believe in small quantities throughout the day. See what works for you, but you know, I think we can agree on the quality portion. But coming back to the neurology, if you have a healthy gut with the body working the way it should through a healthy nerve system, you're getting the most out of your nutrition. So even if you're eating good food, but let's say the nerves are working at 30-40%, just some random numbers, and you're not getting absorption, you're not getting the breakdown of the food, we're not going to maximize energy, even though we might be eating things that should give us energy. Of course, water. Drinking water is an essential for the body. There's no option here. We need to drink water. Again, it depends on the person, your age, your height, your lifestyle. You know, are you working out heavily? Or do you have a job where you sweat a lot? Maybe you don't move that much. You know, there's a lot of variables behind that, but water is a way to improve energy. And don't think having juice or you know, a tea or like, yeah, I get it. They're liquid, but we're talking pure water here. So water would be something to help with energy. Another thing I would say is exercise. You need to move your body. See what works for you. I think a little bit of cardio, weights would be good as well, but we need to move the body. Maybe you're into team sports, a group class, you're a workout person. You need to move, whatever that looks like. And that'll change depending on how old you are, what your body can handle, what you're going through. But make a point to move. Stretching obviously opens up the body. A flexible body will actually help you feel better, obviously help you feel energized. Again, when you're stiff and you're not feeling right, you're going to feel obviously more tired. I would say another big thing, this kind of overlaps as well, is doing things that make you happy. I love music. Music makes me so happy. It's a big part of my life. I love music. So I think music is a big one for me. For example, I love reading. I love learning. If I'm doing those things, I'm in my happy place. So what are things that make you happy? Are you someone who likes to go outside for fresh air, go for a walk? Do you like to talk to your friends? Make sure you're doing things that energize you, that give you a little, you know, pop that make you feel better. I think that's critical. So there's some people who maybe love music or reading and they haven't done it in months. Are you kidding me? Make time for that. Maybe it's a few pages, maybe it's a few of your favorite songs. Make time to do that. And then I'm going to actually say something that I think is critical for a high energy, and I think what I feel energized about is that I love helping people. I love seeing people get healthy and strong and keeping that healthy lifestyle. That means the world to me when we see someone turn around and they can enjoy their life again. I love that. I love going to work. So I think a good thing that keeps me energized, at least, and you have to consider, is what's your life purpose? Are you doing something that energizes you, your career? Now, if you have that option and you're young enough, you might be able to pivot and say, you know what, I'm going to change my career path or whatever the logistics are. Maybe you're older and you're like, I did this for 20 years. I'm going to do this for the next 20 years. But think about your career. And then maybe you're in a situation where, like, honestly, I'm too deep in and I have too many responsibilities, Dr. Sandy. So you have to stay with that career. It's too hard to make a change. You know, whatever reason, but then make sure that maybe on the weekends, if there's a charity or something that you feel will energize you. And here's what I'm going to kind of close with. I think we actually get the most energy when we're thinking of others. When I think of like helping others, or when you can do something and you know that's going to help your family, I think there's a great energy that comes with that. I think that's really powerful. And it sounds like it kind of doesn't make sense because you would think, well, let me think of myself and that'll energize me. And I would argue, no. Think about helping people. Think about what you're doing, the hard work you're doing, how it's going to help maybe your kids or your family on whatever level. I think for me, that's a big driver, that just give to people. Whatever I do, I hope it helps my family, helps my kids, and those kind of things. So let's come from a place of thinking of others, and I actually think that'll energize you. And I hope that kind of makes sense. So wishing you all the best. I hope you got great value from this video. This is all about energy. God bless you. I'll be here next week with another video.